Mission. Last match of the night, we have Esper Stoneblade versus Mono Green Tron.
Since we're going out and not taking a shower, I'll do that when we get back.
Okay.
Priorities.
Hey, I only want to shower once, okay? I feel like... And also, I'd be using 2 different types of underwear. Like,
This is all great. This is all on microphone right now.
just use the underwear I'm wearing now.
Why would you feel compelled to shower twice?
Okay. So let me explain to you. I don't...
Go shower first, then explain to him after.
No!
Wait, so you would... What
I don't
what
like
about...
the outside being in my bed. And because I don't wear pajamas... I feel the need to, like, do a quick rinse off after I've done stuff. But the 2 sets of underwear make sense to you, right? Because I'd have to take these off, shower, put new ones on, and then I get naked for bed. And then I've wasted 2 pairs of underwear.
Liam's not comprehending this.
No, I understand. I'm just disappointed. I like the really long, drawn-out silence.
Liam's like, it's fine. I'm just disappointed.
No, I get why. I just don't get why, you know? It all makes sense.
He understands YH, or WHY. He doesn't understand why. I actually don't know who has the advantage in this matchup. I guess it depends on how much counter magic the Esper Stoneblade is packing.
I mean, counter spells are only good up until the point that Ulamog gets cast, and then
even then, it's still fine though. Like you're still getting like 3 for 1, but they're not having a 10-10 indestructible on the board. That's just gonna be like.
Yeah, you need to be gaining some sort of card advantage against Tron if your plan is just to counterspell every turn, because they're really good at redrawing cards into threats and just cycling baubles into things that you need to counter.
I mean, Tron just has. I mean, Tron is all about redundancy.
It asks a lot of questions, and if you're not prepared to provide answers every single turn,
It doesn't ask a lot of questions. It asks the same question a lot.
Yeah. Can I have a card? No. Now can I? No. Okay. Well, can I have this Ulamog? No, but you get to exile 2 of my things. Okay, well, how about this card? All right, fine, you can have that card. Oh, do I win now?
No, because my card now. God damn it!
Yeah. the Tron mirror. Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, I go first. I've got natural Tron, and I played my card, so you cannot win. That seems fair.
So there's like pact negation. Ha! I lose on my own terms.
I could crack 2 opals, 2 baubles, whatever.
I'm gonna build that deck at some point and bring it to F&M.
Mono Blue Tron?
The Platinum Pact.
Yeah.
It's like, kill you. No.
Mono Blue Tron is alright. It's pretty fun. You get to play... the only thing I really liked about Mono Blue Tron is for a while they were playing Sad Robot. Like...
Yeah, it was
the only time I've seen it outside of EDH.
Yeah. The problem with the Mono Blue Tron now is since there's 4-drop cards exist, that this cool. We just go this route.
Yeah. Also, like, why wouldn't you just play an Ariza package if you're gonna be Mono Blue Tron?
You don't really have a good way to abuse Urza.
Now you have to have. Do you have to have white mana for Foundry?
Yes. It's base blue, black white hybrid.
So you could play like the Mono Blue Tron and then just play like an Azoria Signet and the Talisman.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're playing at that point, you might just play regular combo Urza, because like,
but
with how
combo Urza can't Mind Slayer lock people.
Right, but I'm saying like if you're doing that, you might as well go over the top. Oof.
Walking Ballista and Oblivion Stone versus Stone.
Right, but I mean, he doesn't have an actual Tron. He has a Force and 2 Tron lands. So, I mean, Tron's not...
There's no way to destroy that O-Stone main board.
He has Teferi and Cryptics. You
Bounce
can
it,
I
and
say
then counter it on the way back down.
yeah.
That's a bit sus. He just puts another counter on the Walking Ballista and passes the turn. That's a fine use of your turn, considering you're just waiting to using the O-Stone is advantageous.
Yeah, well, you have one card in hand too. So I mean, like if Zach got Batter Skull, he could play Batter Skull, and next turn if you have a land, you can just crack off O-Stone, wipe the boards, and then Tron probably has better top draws than as an opt. Tron probably has better top draws than the control deck.
Well, if you have Batter Skull, then you could play the Batter Skull for free into the O-Stone because you can always just pick it back up for 3.
Well, that's true.
I'm assuming this is all in step.
Yes.
Because you have a 4-power beater now, and it's safe in the face of the O-Stone.
Yeah. No fourth land? Okay, fourth land. So, if he has a Cryptic in hand, he'll have Cryptic mana. It's like, boop you in the snoot for 4. He's like, that's a 0/0. It's like, you're correct. Yeah. It is a 0/0. However, this equipment that this germ has infected says for you.
I don't think Zach gave himself life back.
He did not.
Does it matter against Tron?
It can.
Yeah, probably.
He's too busy eating his blizzard.
No fifth land, just another counter on Ballista.
Ballista will eventually get there. Ballista will be able to shoot down the...
Eventually, yeah.
It's like, shoot down Batter Skull, cool. Equip it to Stone Forge. 5 you.
I mean, there's not a lot of scenarios where you just equip the Stone Forge if you have 5 mana. Usually you just pick up and put the skull back down.
Yeah, I know.
I've equipped a Batter Skull onto a Flicker Wisp. That's fun.
That feels real good.
Yeah,
that feels real good.
7 flying vigilance lifelink.
Oh, I'm trying what's the best thing I've equipped a Batter Skull to?
I mean, that and like Mirror and Crusader are pretty good.
Oh god, okay, yeah.
Once Mirror and Crusader gets equipped with anything.
I think the best I've actually equipped a Batter Skull to was the Emrakul from Eldritch Moon.
All right.
Because I was playing Mono all the time. It's like, yeah, here's a 17/17 flying vigilance lifelink trample.
I put a Batter Skull on a Deceiver one time. Like a 5/8.
Yeah, right.
Vigilance.
Just hey,
like,
boop.
Free, safe attacks.
Cryptic. I think he should. He's gonna counter Tron. I think you bounce the Ballista.
Yeah, you lose Stoneforge for it, so it's not really like you get a 2-for-1.
I mean, it's better than bouncing the O-Stone. Like, at least
unless you have a second counterspell in hand, but you really don't lose anything by your opponent activating O-Stone.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Skull.
yeah, you just pick up Skull, and you have your opponent on a 2-turn clock. Like, you have to find. Here's a Thragtusk in the main. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right. Also see the Emrakul as well. So I was like, all right, this is an interesting.
Zach isn't committing anything to board, and he doesn't have to.
Yeah, I was like, he has a opponent on a 2-turn clock. Like, you literally have to do nothing else. Star? Sure. Float a green.
Draw the last piece of Tron. No.
Oh, I mean that would be ideal.
It's happening.
Ballista on 1.
Dokily dokily.
I mean, I guess he does technically have 3 turns now, unless Zach has an answer for Ballista.
So another card, there's an unknown card, and there's Thragtusk. Thragtusk would be a pretty big roadblock.
Yeah. Assuming Zach doesn't have like a path or... Inquisition. You miss, but you see what's coming.
That's an Emrakul promise then.
Yeah, that's what I was like, you miss, but you see what's coming. I think I would have played Stoneforge to go get one of the other swords.
Well, no, he's got Fatal Push in hand. So he gets to push the Walking Ballista to kill his opponent next turn.
Right, but that's
Like, worst case scenario, your opponent finds Tron and then casts Emrakul the Promised End, and then on your turn, chucks a bunch of your spells in the graveyard and bounces the Batterskull.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, he does nothing. There's a Karn. It doesn't matter.
Like, yeah, Karn resolves. What you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna go and get I'm gonna get my Darksteel Citadel. Now I've got 5 lands.
Obviously, he goes and gets Mystic Forge.
That's some wishful thinking.
But it's... I didn't see what he grabbed. God damn it.
Push. I push you. What is this? That can't be fair.
How are you pushing a ballista off the edge? You explain to me. He's like, shoot you for 1.
Shoot my own Karn. What's up?
He's like, cool. Boop you.
Right in the suit.
You've been infected.
One big boop.
Alright, out of the board, Stony Silence. Gonna be a good one.
Yeah, Stony Silence
Force of Negation also seems fine to bring the third one out of the board.
It lets you proactively play spells and not get blown out by your opponent's O-Stone or Karn.
Yeah. On the downside, it does not stop Ulamog or Emrakul because they are both creatures.
True. You could also bring in Mentor if you just want a faster clock and thought, and obviously Ceremonious Rejection.
Ceremonious Rejection, hands down as well, yeah. Thought Seizes, maybe, because...
You don't want to overboard, so what's in his main board that's not good? Push, not good. Path is only okay.
You can probably cut down like one path. But you definitely want Path 4, Wormcoil, and Ulamog.
Yeah, you can't cut them all, but you probably don't need a playset.
Yeah. Esper Tron probably isn't real good.
Logic Knot has diminishing returns against Tron. I don't like it very much. It's good in the first, up until the opponent... Well, it's good up until they have Tron. And then it's super dead.
It's good up until... It's usually good until they actually also have Tron dependent. Like cool, like 7-drop Karn. You're like, nah, counter.
It's just... I don't like the diminishing
But yeah, no. Like game one, it's not dead. But yeah, like games 2 and 3, you have Ceremonious Rejection to take that spot.
Kaya's Guile, definitely not good enough.
I mean, your opponent's acts a creature.
I mean, you don't even want, like, Supreme Verdict.
Yeah, no.
Like, you definitely have room to just optimize the deck without going overboard. I mean, the rejections are just absolutely amazing. Thoughtseize is okay.
Yeah. Stony
Silence is really, really good. And then the Dobin's Veto and the Force Negation are okay. And the question is whether or not you want Mentor. I can even see you boarding out some amount of your Stoneforge package because it is slow, and then just trying to go the Mentor route.
Think they ever make a sword with protection from colorless?
It'd have to be really good because you wouldn't be able to equip any other swords onto the creature after that point.
You're missing the main issue there, Liam.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't the sword? Yeah, the sword would just fall.
That's the joke.
Yeah. I mean, you could literally just write effects that would cause
it's protection from other colorless cards.
Yeah, you just say that.
But yeah, because they've done something similar like that.
Hexproof from colorless instead of protection.
That's true. Probably, like colorless creatures can still block though.
Yeah. Hexproof from colorless, prevent all damage that would be dealt to this creature by colorless sources. What would a colorless sword do if it was in the same style as the other 3-mana swords?
Well, because you have to give it like hexproof from colorless and an additional color, and depending on what the additional color protection is for what it's going to do. So like blue, I mean, a standard one is draw a card.
I mean, if it's just hexproof from colorless, I think you could just do like hexproof from artifacts and enchantments at that point.
Yeah.
That'd be a bit broad and sweeping.
Yeah. Alright.
Mulligan from Tron's side. Tron is a deck that actually mulligans really, really well.
Yeah.
Especially under the London mulligan.
Yeah, well, cause like let's not lie. Like with Tron, you effectively just need 4 cards.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look,
Some way to
natural
get
Tron, threat.
Yeah. Any way to get Tron in play, threat.
Yeah. I don't think Dolan's veto is good enough in the main board.
I mean, it answers both Karns and Ugin.
And Ostone, I guess. All
I
right.
think that's good enough. I'd rather, it's better to take care of things when they're on the stack than letting them resolve.
Yeah. I still love those memes of
He's got Tron.
ooh, where someone's like someone who plays like white, like path your creature. Everyone's like, okay, they play like Doomblade your creature, like red, like like deal 3 damage, kill your creature. It's like green, like fight your creature. Blue, counterspell. Everyone's like flipping the table and like throwing punches.
Like unsummon. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I don't get why it's way more acceptable for, like, oh, you countered my creature spell. Like, that's so unfair. But then that same person will just, like, their creature will resolve. It gets Doombladed immediately, and they're like, whatever.
It looks like we're going to have a turn 3 Tron, because Sylvan Scrying.
Yep.
And also that Leyline of Sanctity doing some work.
Is it, though?
I think Zach had a Thoughtseize, or a Hand Disruption spell in his hand. So not being able to, like, take away the Sylvan Scrying.
White Leyline is interesting. He didn't really show any way that he was targeting his opponent in game 1.
Yeah, because he Inquisitioned him twice.
Okay, yeah. How many Inquisitions does he play main board?
I think it's the typical 3-2 split, 3 Thoughtseize, 2 Inquisitions, I think. Or it might be the reverse way.
Yeah, it's either 3-2 or 4 Inquisition, 1 to 2 Thoughtseize.
It might be that. He switches his deck.
Yeah. Inquisition is typically the more played card in the Disruption decks, except for Death Shadow.
Yeah.
In which case you're like, Thoughtseize is free!
I mean, it's not free, but
Yeah,
it's advantageous,
yeah.
yes. Natural Tron, into Karn, Disdainful Stroke. That immediate no.
No. Yeah, look at this hand. He's got another tower and he's got Ulamog, so that's turn 4 Ulamog.
Yeah,
That's disgusting. Your opponent's played 2 lands. 2 lands and a counter spell, and you're gonna just Ulamog him? What if Zach just doesn't play land right here?
He has land in hand. There's no reason for him not to.
He's got a Celestial Colonnade. Okay, he takes 2.
I was like, it's a fairy? Bounce Leyline? Alright, so...
That Leyline ain't never coming back.
Hey. They play enough spheres and stars.
Also, Zach's chances of winning this game ain't never coming back.
I mean, you're not wrong. Not with a, hey...
You don't even care about the Teferi. What is he going to bounce your Olamog? Like, don't exile.
In 2 turns?
Yeah. Exile 2 lands, keep the Teferi. That's on me.
I would exile both white sources.
Yeah. Don't bother with what is he going to bounce your dude? Come on, don't bother. Just take the lands. Teferi Swamp.
I mean, Josh is fairly new, so he doesn't...
Yeah, it's definitely better to cut your opponent off of 2 sources of colored mana and a 3-color deck.
It's like, no, okay, we're done.
It doesn't matter, I guess. But
it's actually had the path at hand. It's like, oh yeah, Ulamog clacks me twice, and I lose my whole library. This is fine.
I mean, if he's got path, it's like, okay, we're still in this game, but
yeah,
you're hedging your bets at that point. Like, you get rid of the white sources, and then Teferi's literally never going to bounce that Ulamog. It's not happening.
I mean, it would, but your opponent's like, cool, I'm milled out. This is fine. Put Ulamog back in your hand.
I've been milled out, and you're going to exile 2 more things, but I'm not dead.
It doesn't matter. I sent a message.
Yeah. Anything to not lose.
I will say that I do miss running Spine in Wurza just because it's like ending the game with your opponent having no permanence.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, see that?
That's gone.
That's gone. See that? It's gone. Everything you loved, gone. The Spine, going after your mother next.
Just play both. Play Spine and play
No,
the mill.
it's so bad.
No, do both. Now they have no library and no permanence. How do you get rid of cards in their hand with an artifact? It's got to be something.
Their problems. Just sit there like this is about sending a message.
I will take everything from you. Everything but your life.
And in the end, that too.
That is all. That is yours to take. There's got to be a way that you can put your opponent in like a perpetual stasis where they just have nothing.
Oh, you can. The sideshow. They built the Turing machine in Magic, which is a legacy legal deck, by the way.
Oh, and it just yeah.
Yeah, and you're like your opponent's like you sit there and do that, but it's great because if you actually watch the side notes that they did for it, it's like so us like getting the hand we needed and going through this. This took us 45 minutes to set up to get this Turing machine going. He's like, so.
I mean, if that
In an actual tournament, this deck would probably not be legal because of that, but its also fail rate is super high, so it's like, yeah, maybe.
I mean, what can you? I mean, technically, you're playing the game, so
But it's just
I don't know if you could get a judge.
But
call.
I think you're playing the game, but you're not advancing the state of the game with the Turing machine because literally you just keep swapping tokens through.
Yeah.
You're not actually able to attack with them. You just keep swapping the things through, and it's just like I would build a deck like we're sending a message today.
Just go through the motions
Right.
for the full round.
Just for the full round. Like, it's okay. Like, Judge, it's fine. I'm conceding this match, but I'm sending a message to him.
Judge, I'm not done resolving any of the effects that I've got going on. I don't see how I could pass the turn.
We
You know what you've done.
It was funny because like there's the Thoughtseize. Because they were talking about it. It's just like, and the problem with this deck too is that if you miss a single trigger, the whole thing just falls apart. Now, like, oh my god,
It's not worth it.
Liam, don't lie. Like you would kind of enjoy that. Like I didn't miss a single thing. My opponent just sat there in this coloring book. He got through 64 pages.
People were doing that with Storm. The Storm
Yeah.
coloring book. That's pretty funny.
But this one, right? Like he got through 64 pages of the coloring book, Liam.
He designed his own coloring book.
And then colored it. I think I take like the. I think I take Karn or the Thragtusk because the Ballista you don't really care about. I'm not sure what card's underneath the sphere.
If that's Sylvan Scrying.
If it's Sylvan
take
Scrying, you
that.
take the Sylvan Scrying, hands down. Because the map is only going to get them to a third land.
Yeah. Don't know. It looks green.
So maybe Once Upon a Time?
Oh wait, no, it's a Ghost Quarter.
Is it?
That's what it kind of looks like. Well, he moved his forest down because he couldn't select the forest, so maybe that's not.
No, Force is on the board. I'm pretty sure.
No, he won. Zach's at 2 lands, so I think the only lands in play on Tron's side is
Okay, you're
the
probably
Tron
correct.
land map.
Maybe
So it's probably
I think
on
it's Dismember.
Yeah, it's a dismember.
Ha!
Okay.
God, Liam, you should know that art. It's in your goddamn deck.
Is that the promo one?
It
though?
is. It is the promo one.
It kind of looks like, from this angle, just the way that art looks.
Oh, that is not good for Zach.
Looks like Disciple of Bolas.
That's fair. That's turn 3 Tron.
Better lucky than good. Better lucky than good.
What?
Oh,
what?
man, and you left, you totally left
The Karn.
Karn, yeah.
Oh, what?
Sinkhole.
No, what? What is that?
Destroy target land.
Oh, Rain of Tears.
Rain of Tears.
Wow.
Yeah.
It just
I mean,
Zach just like never not had it.
I mean, it's probably better than Fulminator Mage in your Snapcaster deck.
Yeah. In 2 turns, oh, you think you got Tron symbol again? No. Cry me more tears. Let them rain down.
Naturally draw Tron again.
Stoneforge.
That's good, that's good. He's got a threat here. He's like pointing at the Dismember. This is why you did this. You did this.
And did he get the Tron?
There's another Tron land in his hand.
It's not the right one, though.
Yeah.
But still, like...
It's the odd one out, because one of them got blown up. It's the one that he mapped for.
Yeah.
I think he played Forest, and it's just in the glow zone.
Yes.
The glow zone, for all your glowing needs.
I really want to get, like, a decent, like, light system up in there, but with the D&D group, they always move shit around.
Well, the only other reasonable answer is just to kill the D&D group.
You want to help me?
No.
Okay. For those at home, Liam said yes with his butthole.
That's... It's an unspoken language. Yeah.
Damn it.
That's definitely what happened. For those of you at home also, so as long as we're just going to lie about what's not on camera, I'm petting a dragon currently. It's very quiet. It's being polite. It knows we're streaming.
That's what I call my penis.
The one that you bought from Bad Dragon?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Can we get sponsored by Bad Dragon?
We probably could, but we couldn't do it on Twitch. I don't think YouTube has any. No, YouTube does.
No, YouTube would age restrict your video if you showed like adult toys in it, but it wouldn't.
But that's what I said.
ban
Like,
your
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we wouldn't get banned.
Yeah.
4 uptick ballista.
Yes. Yes, more power.
Cool. Can I deal with the 4/4 barrel school?
Well,
Quick, shoot the germ token for it equips.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with him just adding counters onto the ballista rather than trying to cast the Karn into maybe counter magic.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're gonna have to get the ball rolling.
Yeah. I think he's hoping to just like draw.
I mean, you could Karn and grab a snaring bridge out of your board and just stall for time. Or worm coil.
Yeah, but you don't have enough mana to cast it currently. He only has 5.
Yeah. It's 5 mana. Is that a Thragtusk?
The Thraggy boy?
Swag.
Nope.
Disdainful Stroke. No.
He stroked that Thragtusk so good.
And a 3/3 piece popped out. The
No, it didn't.
miracle of life.
He stroked it too good that the beast didn't come out. Or not well enough. I guess it's just... That was some bad stroking. The Thragtusk just leaves. Like, no. This is not what I ordered.
This is not doing it for me.
Oh.
And even if it just leaves, it still gets a 3/3.
It peeked in. Nope, that's not for me.
Yeah, but still, it always leaves a 3/3.
It's always a 3/3.
Yeah. If it leaves the battlefield, you get a 3/3.
But don't say no. Like, it peeked in. Like, what's going on over there? Nope, I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah. I mean, no matter what happens, the 3/3 is always left behind. What an absurd magic card Thragtusk is.
Especially with things like Restoration Angel and Standard.
Yeah.
Karn.
That was real fun.
Ooh! Karn resolved.
Okay.
He's just like, alright. I mean, O-Stone wouldn't be a bad pick here as a safety valve.
He's going looking at Worm Coil. I'm not super thrilled about Worm Coil when your opponent has paths in their deck.
Yeah.
How many cards does he have? He's got so like he definitely wins.
He's got double Karn in hand.
He definitely wins the game where he just hides behind Ensnaring Bridge, but he can't actually make use of Ensnaring Bridge when his hand is full.
Yeah.
So getting Worm Coil is fine. You can actually cast Worm Coil, and if the Karn didn't get Disdainful Stroke, I have to imagine that the Worm Coil is going to be allowed to resolve as well.
That's fair. Mortify? I think that's Mortify. Anguish to Making. Okay. That seems fun.
Yeah. I mean, you lose 3 life, but you really don't care.
I was like, I lose 3 life to kill a 4-drop Karn? Take that trade every day.
Yeah. Man, I wish Anguish Making was just a...
Teferi? Bounce...
Okay, shoot Teferi for 1.
Yeah, so yeah, you shoot Teferi for 1. Shoot him for 1. Let's draw a card. So that's gonna take 2. Hit clack you for 5. Pass turn. So is Zach's either feigning a cryptic or has something to do?
I don't really like feigning cards at this point because your opponent's probably just going to jam their spell anyway.
I mean, yeah, they don't have a choice at this point.
Yeah.
That's 7 mana, so he could just hard cast Karn.
Yeah, but what do you exile? I think you just tick up. No, because you're losing life.
Yeah.
And he does have Tron assembled, it appears.
Dovin's Veto. All right.
What this?
It says I counter this.
Okay. He's got a Sanctum of Ugin trade.
Yep. I was like, I'm gonna do that.
He could have made 1 from Sanctum, and then there's 2,
I think
4,
he did.
5, 6 mana.
Yeah, because yeah.
Okay.
And so I think I assume he's getting a Worm Coil. Oh, he didn't float mana with Sanctum. So I'll get some 5 mana.
Oh, he tapped his forest for some reason.
So the 2 towers in the forest, I think. I don't know. Now I'm very confused.
I'm really confused.
Confused cat noises. So he can play Oh, does Zach have a colonnade? Zach has a colonnade. This is just over, right? Zach does have a colonnade, so this game is just over.
Yeah, you should have definitely playing Wormcoil would have been the best option. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's just little things that you kind of gotta think about.
You can get and play a relic. Doesn't matter though.
Yeah, it doesn't do
enough of anything.
Yeah.
Like, sure. Okay.
Now I guess if Zach doesn't see the colonnade line,
going through the motions.
5. Okay. Clack you for 8.
Yeah, that'll do it. Well, 9, but.
Okay, I was like,
Stoneforge doesn't have vigilance. This game is fraud. Do you want to attack my card?
Yeah. Oh, that was like his hand was just gas too. That was the downside.
Yeah, just
All right.
didn't have Tron fast enough.
Yep. All right. Well, that's where.